When you're ready.
Yo, what's going on, people? This is Alim, the Seeking Scholar, here with some more words of inspiration. I'm going to tell you a story about an African farmer who had heard tales about other farmers who had made millions by discovering diamond mines. Now, these stories so excited the farmer, he could hardly wait to sell his farm so that he could go looking for diamond mines himself. He sold his farm and spent the rest of his life wandering the African continent searching, unsuccessfully, for these so-called gleaming gems that had brought such high prices on the markets of the world. Finally, worn out and in a fit of despondency, the story goes that he threw himself into a river and he drowned. Meanwhile, the man who had bought his farm happened to be crossing a small stream on the property one day when suddenly he noticed a bright flash of blue and red light at the creek bottom. He bent down and picked up a stone. It was a good-sized stone, and then admiring it, he took it home and placed it on his fireplace mantle as an interesting curiosity. Several weeks later, a visitor came, picked up the stone, looked at it, hefted it in his hands, and he nearly fainted. He asked the farmer if he knew what he had found. When the farmer said no and that he thought it was just a piece of crystal, the visitor told him that he had found one of the largest diamonds ever discovered. Oh, the farmer had trouble believing that, and then ended up telling the man that his creek was full of such stone. I mean, not as large as the one on the mantle, but generously sprinkled throughout the creek bottom. The farm the first farmer had owned turned out to be one of the most productive diamond mines on the entire African continent. But he'd sold them for practically nothing to go looking for them elsewhere. The first farmer had owned, free and clear, acres of diamonds. Now, the moral of this story is quite clear. If the first farmer had only taken out the time to thoroughly study and explore the property he owned, to learn what diamonds look like in their rough state, well, all of his wildest dreams would have come true. Now, the thing about this story that so inspires people all across the world is the idea that each of us, at this very moment, is standing in the middle of our own acres of diamonds. If only we had the wisdom and the patience to intelligently and effectively explore the work in which we are now engaged in, to explore ourselves, well, we will most likely find all the riches that we seek. So, before you go running off to what you think are greener pastures, make sure that your pastures are not just as green or even greener. You know, it's been said that if someone else's pasture appears to be greener than ours, it's quite possible that it's because they're taking better care of it. Besides, whilst you're looking at other pastures, you better believe that somebody's looking at yours. This is Alim, Seeking Scholar, sharing words, wisdom, and inspiration on the Griot Corner. Peace!